So hi everyone, I'm here to tell you a story. I've been telling stories for quite a few years on this here channel, but I just don't come on very often to tell you them anymore. Now, if you're watching my other channel, you'll wonder what I've been on about, because I've just pressed go live instead of record. So anyway, there we go. So we're going to tell you about, I've just bought this, the Orion 2 limited edition pod kit. So let's go on and tell you about my experiences. So everybody's been telling me about these. Obviously, this is the Orion 2. They've been out for a few years. This one's absolutely gorgeous. Look at the... is it marker seat? I can't remember what they call that anyway. When they put that in there like that, it looks lovely. I'm sure I ordered a black one, but this is what turned up. So you never know, do you, really? Can't remember what I ordered. But I do think sometimes that they just pop something in the box, don't they, really? So I got the limited edition kit, which comes as a pod kit, but also with an RBA. So let's just tell you about the pod kit. Perfectly good pod kit. I've got I think it's a 0.69 stock coil in there. Perfectly good. I'm using some 60/40 juice in there. This is stuff from my local vape shop, which I think I just bought the last bottle. They've got one bottle left miles away, but I won't imagine I'm going to drive over there and buy that. I've been sort of using this for a few years. Whenever I get some sort of cold, it's a nice menthol sort of Heisenberg flavour. And it's nice and fresh. Now, that's a perfectly good vape if you're into pod kits. But if you are used to using premium coils or made coils that you've put in yourself, you'll always taste that sort of cottony taste that you get like a fake. It's completely different experience when you start using different coils in RBAs and things like that. The thing is with this 60/40 juice, I have noticed a little bit coming up into the mouthpiece. Whether it's because it's 60/40, whether that'd go away with a 70/30, I don't really know, to be honest. But obviously, I didn't buy it for that. I bought it because I wanted the small RBA that comes with it. So it's just, now if you've just got the pod kit version, you can't put an RBA in there. You need a different pod. So I'll just tell you that before I start. Shout out to Jaff Vapes, who did a really good explanation on this device. So you want to nip across and look at his review on it, rather than listen to this mumbo jumbo. So the idea being, you use the same device and you just click on a different pod. And there it is. So then you have to go into the settings. You click on settings, mode, click on mode, and then just change it to RBA. What it'll do then, it'll set it for what it thinks it wants to be. Now, I personally don't think that's correct on this. So you have to press the button 3 times. This needs to be set at 30 watts. And then you just leave it and it'll stop flashing and it sets itself. Now, this turns it into a completely different animal. Bearing in mind that's coming out of a pod kit. Flavour's gone up by about 5-fold. Exactly the same liquid in there. Did it on purpose just to see what the difference was. Now, everybody tells me this isn't a particularly good RBA that's in there. So what I did, I purchased this one. I've just found a barcode on the back. So I'm just going to show you that side. It's the sturdy RBA, and it's just specifically made for this device. Doesn't fit in anything else. Made for the Orion 2. So that's the reason I made this video, because I've put a coil in this when it came last night. I actually put the coil from this because I couldn't get it to fire in this RBA. So I put it in this kit. And there it is. The idea with this is, obviously the RBA comes apart and you just tuck the cotton down inside. I'm not going to take it to bits. You can see it on different other people's videos. I'll show you how to wick this up. But you just tuck it down and it comes in. When you put the top over it, they're the sort of juice ports at the bottom, or the wicking ports at the bottom. and it goes to the bottom of the ports, and off you go. And I only did it once, and I just stuffed the cotton down there. Obviously put juice on there to make sure it wasn't dry. Put it in, fill the tank up, and this is how it works. There's no juice coming up the drip tip. There's no leakage coming out the bottom, and it wicks like an absolute champ. See if I can show you the bubbles coming out of there. So basically, I've just done this video just to say to you, if you are thinking of buying one of these and you buy that kit, perhaps don't upgrade to the next one, to the next RBA before you've tried it, because you might find out it's perfectly good for you and you'll save yourself quite a lot of money. Now, I normally use some borrowed coils from Ian at CC, and they're 2.5 in a diameter. But the trouble is, with the structure of the coils, they're actually too big to fit in there, because this is quite a lot smaller. The chamber's quite a lot smaller inside than what this is. So what we'll do, we'll put the camera down and we'll show you around this device. So in that bag there, you've got some spare O-rings. In there, you've got 2 airflow pins. There's a 2.5 and a 3. And in the device itself, because I tried it in mouth to lung, is a 1mm airflow pin. And in that little plastic thing at the side, that's where the coil was, which I've actually put in the other one. So this is the way it works. Look. These are really easy to wick, probably easier than the other ones. And we've got shiny metal. There we go. So the idea being, you put your coil in there, hang it under those screws, tighten it up, and then you just put your cotton straight through there. Then you put the cap back on, and then you just trim it off level with those bits there. It's really easy to wick. So to take, let's see what I was saying about the airflow just there. And as soon as you take that off, that will then screw into a 510 on one of your mods, and then you can actually use it to glow up. There is an adapter in the thing in case you never had another mod. This was the first one you ever bought, so you can do it on the pod device itself. But you just unscrew those airflow rings. You'll probably have to use something. Oh no, it's come undone. That's what your airflow pins look like. There you go. You just screw them in the bottom there. You can only put this on one way. It won't, because the threads are only in one side. So the reason I've decided to show you this is this. Compared to the RBA that's already in the device, this area here is much smaller. You can only put smaller coils in there. So you can put a 2.5mm in there, but if it's a fairly thick wrap, it just doesn't go in. So I use some 0.3 Borough coils from CC, and they go in my other ones, and they will fit in that other RB8, but they won't fit in here because that area is too small. Show you the top of the cap. So I'm waiting for some more coils to come that'll actually fit in this to give it a full try. So I will come back to it. I'm not slagging this off. I actually tried it in the mouth to lung using a little alien. And with the 0.1 pin in there, it was like a prison roll-up, to be honest. It was far too restricted for me. But it is a really well-made piece of kit. And hopefully it is going to work out when I do get the other coils to come. But, so what I'm urging you to do, if you're going to buy one of these, just for the first week, probably don't change it. Just buy the kit as it is. Make sure you've got a coil that's going to go in there, because there isn't one comes with the original pack. I actually took the handmade coil out of that other one and put it in here, and it works an absolute treat. So there it is. I've given you a look round it, and I've given you a look round that other RBA that's in it. It's up to you what you do, really. Obviously, I'm not reviewing it as such. It's something I bought for me. I just sort of thought that if people are going to go straight in deep before they've tried the other one, might be able to enjoy that one and save themselves a bit of money. That was all. Not slagging the other one off because I haven't really tried it yet. But this seems good for me. I mean, who'd have ever thought you could get that sort of cloud and flavour out of a pod device? I used to vape mechs and big RTAs and stuff like that, and this is good enough for me nowadays. So what I want you to do is pop across and have a look at a proper review from Jaff Vapes. He's done a full breakdown, show you how to use it, show you how to wick it, show you everything that I've not done in this video. This was pure and simply just to show you opinions on what I've bought. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching this video, and we'll catch you again soon. Bye-bye.